And welcome back to the Waxman Show. And today we're going to continue our part 2 of how to make $1 million in the life insurance industry within 3 years. So, babe, let's start off with the first question for part 2. What does impact over income mean to us in practice?
Impact over income?
Yes.
Impact over income is super important. It's like the same as mission over commission. I like that too. Mission over commission, like what you're doing should not be dependent on the money. The money is a byproduct of you bringing value and service to society. And if you understand numismatic law, which is the law that governs money, you'll understand the law of attraction and energy. You'll realize that money in and of itself has no meaning at all whatsoever, except the meaning that we give it. And so it's important to be able to love bringing the value and service that you bring to society so that you can receive money as a thank you from the universe. And that's really important. I would never do what I do with infinite banking, just like I would never work at Subway because I don't believe they got the best sandwiches. I believe Lee's Hoagie House has the best sandwiches. So that's why I loved working there. Like I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, believe that every single sandwich or cheesesteak from Lee's Hoagie House is the best. And I believe that every product and service that we offer is the best. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. Like I could never, ever, ever sell final expense and mortgage protection because I don't believe in protecting a mortgage or protecting a death for death benefit purposes. It's just not me. Doesn't mean that you can't make $1 million doing it. Just is not it's not the impact or the mission that I'm on.
Right. I feel like if you're selling the final expense side of it, you're just a regular life insurance agent compared to somebody who really wants to be behind a mission, like us building the 10% and actually doing more than just selling regular type of life insurance.
I agree. However, when I think of like the typical insurance agent, I'm thinking of like the Northwestern Mutual New York Life kind of guy or girl. Like that person's selling good life insurance. Regardless, I just don't want to work there because they're captive and you can't build something, the way that we want to do entrepreneurially. But like they're like final expense, like the bottom of the insurance industry.
And for those who don't know what final expense, break it down.
Yeah, final expense is just I pay you like $50 to $100 a month in exchange for $10,000 to $50,000 of funeral costs, which is still important. It is better to have final expense than nothing, but it's not what I want to make a career out of. And like it's not really normal life insurance. It's just that because of our age demographic and because of the way where we live and the way we live and who we're surrounded by, they end up wanting instant gratification. So you can sell, it's called simplified issue, mortgage protection, final expense, and IULs under $350,000 and get paid the next day.
Yep. And so what does it mean working with us? What's the difference?
Yeah, I'm all mission driven. We're all mission driven. Like we make more commissions than anybody too. Like our average premium's like $20,000. It's like $1,500 to $2,000 a month, depending on who you're talking to. But like what it means is that we're really out here doing infinite banking for infinite banking's sake. Like the main reason I got started in the first place was because I wanted to end the Fed. Like I believe from the bottom of my core that if everybody did infinite banking, we would not need the traditional banking system and we would all be self-funded for everything that we do. We wouldn't pay any interest to the bankers and the politicians, and we would eliminate taxes completely. We would eliminate lending completely, and we would create generational wealth indefinitely in perpetuity forever.
Yes, and so like a 30-second summary of why are you obsessed with money? What do you know about money that most people don't know?
That money is fake. That money is fiat money. That money is in the eye of the beholder. That money is also not the root of all evil. That money is everything that you need to be able to live a good life. That money always saves people when they need it. Yet it's very, very hard to create a life without money. I also know that money is all energy and that that money flows to me easily and effortlessly.
Right. But like tying it back to
the
Federal Reserve and like why we do what
30
we do.
seconds. I don't have 30 seconds. That could be a whole nother call. It's like going down the rabbit hole.
Yes, but just quickly to match it up with what we do and why.
In 1694, the Bank of England was started. It was the first central bank in Europe by the Rothschild family, and the Rothschild family then created central banks in all the major European countries. J.P. Morgan, originally his father is from England, came over to the United States to finance the industrialism going on in the Industrial Revolution, like the Rockefellers and Andrew Carnegie and all these people. Henry Ford was a little later, but same deal. And he financed all of their business endeavors, creating the business that we know of today and the industry that we know of today. And in 1913, couple years, 50, 60 years after the Civil War, we were going through the national banking era, which is when we had privatized banking. And JP Morgan and the Rockefellers people that owned JP Morgan Bank and Rockefeller Bank, which really is the Bank of America, came together with Paul Warburg, who's one of the front men of the Rothschild family in Europe, came together with him and Nelson Aldrich, and who is and the assistant secretary of the treasurer at the time. I'll remember his name, but they came together in Jekyll Island off the coast of Georgia at JP Morgan's estate and created the Federal Reserve System that we know of today. And that's part of the bloodlines of the Illuminati. It's part of the royal bloodlines. It's part of the Rockefeller Foundation. It's part of all of the Rothschilds controlling the world, not just the banking system, but the health system, the medical system, the wars, and everything that we see today.
Yes. And so what is the problem now, and how does infinite banking help?
The problem is that we finance everything that we buy. We either pay interest to somebody else when we need to buy stuff. We pay interest to the banks. We pay interest to the lenders. We pay interest to mortgage companies. We pay interest for everything that we do. Or we give up the opportunity cost that we have over that dollar we could have earned. What do I mean by that? Is that if you are a banker, you can earn money on every dollar. Mm-hmm. And not only do you give up your dollar when you pay cash, but you give up the opportunity to make money on that dollar for the rest of your life when you pay cash. You never now have that money ever again. Period.
Right. Okay. And so that is what we currently do with our team and our agents, right? That's what we teach them. They're not just selling life insurance. They're learning about money and finances and how we can really make an impact by solving the problem with the economy. Now, let's say, what advice would you give to agents chasing checks instead of clients?
I would say that you will have much more checks come to you when you stop.
Okay, perfect. And last question, how do referrals in a long-term relationship play a role in growth?
Huge. Yeah, like you're never going to get referrals and final expense and mortgage protection that you're cold calling, like buying leads. But referrals are a huge part of our business. I just got another referral this morning. You got a referral this morning too. Two referrals, husband and wife, right?
Yes.
Because when you create the image and the reputation that you are the expert at what you do, people will know that and they'll send people to you. And it's really important to develop relationships with your people. Honestly, I think you're better at it than I am. How do you do it?
Well, it really comes down to trust and actually showing people that you care and you're looking out for their best interest and really want to benefit and bring value to them and actually show them that their life can change by just meeting you. Yeah. Because people don't know about this concept, and until they meet us, they're aware of it.
Yeah, I know that in the beginning, when you were getting started, your whole business was all like referral to referral to referral. How did you build that? What were you doing?
With life insurance or real estate?
Life insurance.
Life insurance. I believe.
Like going from family to family to family.
Yeah, it was targeting people I knew in my network, building a list of family and friends that I had done business with also. And just from there, I asked them and then they referred me because of the value. Actually building that relationship face to face with them help. And just letting them know that I'm here throughout their entire journey. I'm not just going to sell them something and then forget about them. It's more than just
which is what most
transaction. Yeah. Right. All right. Any other advice? If I move on to the next topic.
Yeah, just because we go through different phases in business, and one of the phases that we're in now is an inflection point. And one of the biggest pieces of advice is just because the going gets tough doesn't mean you quit. Doesn't mean that you stop. Doesn't mean that you give up. And it's going to happen that way in everything that you do. And if you always jump ship or you always leave or you always quit at what you're doing, that there's a difference in, God somewhat forcing his hand on your life changing versus like you making a low self-esteem decision to quit at whatever it is. And it's important that you don't do that.
Right. And what is the percentage that, what is it, agents fall out of the industry?
92% in the first 2 years.
First 2 years. Why do you think that is?
Because it's tough, because it's hard, because you're talking to high level people and you don't have to go through it. I'd say it a lot. You don't have to wear a suit. You don't have to look good. You don't have to try to learn real estate. You don't have to learn estate planning. You don't have to learn these high level financial things. It's a lot easier to just go do something else.
Or just sell mortgage protection.
Yeah, but that's still in the industry technically.
Right, but that's simple compared to selling whole life, dividend paying whole life, infinite banking, overfunding.
Yeah.
Actually utilizing while they're alive, showing them how to do all of that, learning more of how real estate industry works, how businesses work, talking to business owners. It is a lot more.
Yeah, like even remember when I asked Alex Emoji that question, he said to me, you have to go teach people how to generate their own leads. But the first thing that people always want is what? Leads. They want free leads. They want you to give them leads. They want all of this BS. And you have to teach them how to go out there and generate leads. But you don't just walk onto the street and be like, hey guys, it's my first day in life insurance. Want to do business? And people are like, oh yeah. I've been waiting for you to come around. Like that does not happen. You have to build a brand. You have to learn the long-term game. We've been in BNI for the last 4 years, been in the Chamber of Commerce for 3 years. I have never once sold a policy from the Chamber of Commerce, but I enjoy being in the community. Like this is the long game that you're playing. And you start going around the community to real estate events, networking events, all these different things, and you become a pillar of the community. And by doing that, that's how you build a brand. But you got to pay the price of getting the plane off the ground. And the only way you can do that is by going full throttle when you start. And if you don't do that, you'll never get off the ground.
Yes, I agree. All right. And so building together as a couple. What are the challenges and blessings of working as a couple?
Oh man. Yeah. I'm gonna start with the blessings. I love being in business with you. Like I know that no matter what, worst case scenario, it's me and you for life. Like it's gonna be that way. And we don't have to worry about anything. Like I know that we're gonna be there for each other. And we're able to complement each other in what we do. I'm there to support you. You're there to support me. Some days I'm a little off. Some days you're a little off. But both days, no matter what, we have each other to back us up.
Yeah.
I also love being able to we'd have to hire people. Each of us would have to hire people to fill the roles that we have. We don't really have to do that. I mean, we're on payroll, but it doesn't really matter like that. What else? I love being with you all day. People always say like, you need time for your family. Like I got time it's family day all day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we are with each other all day long.
Yes.
What else for you?
For me, I would say some challenges would be when we are in the same room office and we both need to cool down, but we both know to give ourselves space and be patient. And then the blessing I would say would be that we're both growing and learning together daily, every day, constantly building a business, learning how to be leaders and manage a team and help the team develop as well as also as we're figuring it out. So I believe that's a blessing. And my next question to you is what legacy are we building together?
The legacy that we're building together is to change our families and the way that they think about money. And so that our future generations don't have to go through the bullshit that we went through in regards to money. And we don't have to see our kids shouldn't have to see us fight about money like we saw our parents fight about money. And that there will be schools and hospitals and universities and libraries and stuff named after us. And we create generational wealth, both internally within our family and externally among the people. And also that infinite banking is actually the way that people conduct business. That's the legacy that we're creating. But as a couple in a marriage, and like, it's just a blessing in the first place to like. It doesn't even matter what the legacy is necessarily. I mean, sure it does, but like the fact that you can like ask that question to your spouse and have some sort of connection there is super valuable. I mean, I know a lot of people that like that it's like
Don't
they're
care.
annoyed by their spouse, or like we were watching a show or a movie, and then it was like, "Hey, how's the wife?" And he was like, "A pain in the ass as always." Like, could you imagine? Why would you still be in that relationship?
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Legacy is very important for us, and we've met some people that don't even care about legacy
Yeah,
or leaving behind millions of dollars to their family. But I believe legacy is big. It's part of what I loved about you is when you painted the picture of us like leaving a library behind that said the Waxman Library, or just being here for more than just for a cause, like actually leaving an impact. We're not just somebody and then they forget about us, right? So, like for you, did you know that since you were young that you wanted to build something huge?
I did. Yeah, I've always been that way. Without getting too spiritual or off the wall or whatever, I believe that we all have past lives, and I believe that we come into this present life with a purpose for something that was unfulfilled or pre-existing skills that we have that we brought from previous lifetimes. And so I feel like that the desire to have a legacy is really ingrained in me. It was always ingrained in me as a kid. I always wanted to do something great. And I feel like after my parents got divorced, it made it even more important to me because I wanted to make sure that we all change the way that we think. You know, like I love both of my parents very much. It was just always something that I wanted to do. It's like
Hmm.
I just want to be bigger, better, stronger, faster type of thing. Uh, and but yeah, I always did want to build a legacy. I know you shared with me, but what about you?
Likewise, I knew that I wanted to do something bigger than me, and I didn't want to keep living the same lifestyle I was before, which is why I made the decision 2 years ago of going sober. And I figured that would help me direct my path into where I really need to be to reach my full potential. And here we are today. So, yeah, I really believe legacy is important. Now, let's relate it back to agents and who we're looking for.
Wait, can I ask you a real question real
Yeah,
quick? Why do you think some people don't care about legacy?
selfish, I think. People are selfish, only care for themselves.
What's the difference between wanting the Waxman library with your name on it and being selfish?
Well, inside the library, there's going to be books and education to kids and future generations to come about what we were able to learn and then pass on to them for them to learn. So it's not just about the name, it's about what's in the library.
Cool.
Yeah. And so, yeah, so how do we relate this to attracting other high top sales professionals in the industry or in sales in general and looking to partner up with us who also want to make a bigger impact and also leave a legacy?
Hey, I mean, it's a simple fact of like you have to want that and want to do it with other people. Because we've had a lot of people come through that either don't want it or they want it for them and like they don't want to build something together. Like Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak built Apple together. You know, like there's companies that were built together and all the people became millionaires. Disney has the most millionaires overnight. Like there's things that happen. Microsoft too. Like all these companies that created something big, they had a team that wanted to do it regardless of the money. Like at Apple, they just wanted to put a personal computer in the hands of everybody. And at Infinite Capital, we want infinite banking to be the way that people actually bank in the future.
Right. Yes.
How about you? What are you looking for, Miss Director of People Department?
I believe I'm looking for somebody who is coachable and looking for a change, but also a long term career and wants to also make an impact, not just another sales job, but can see the vision with us and build long term and sees the value in what we bring and what we're trying to do and not just be any other regular life insurance agency, also. Like, we really, really want to grow people as well and show them that there's another way rather than just living the 9 to 5 and looking at it as you're just here to make money and that's it. Instead, do more than that, but also personally grow and teach them consciousness because that's what we are about. And yeah, so somebody who's just ready for a change and willing to do whatever it takes, because we do have some people that come in and they say they're ready and they get into it and they're like, oh shit, never mind.
They're not ready.
So yeah, somebody who's done eating shit but wants to eat shit in another place, and yeah.
It's the truth. Like, it just never ends. Elon says that entrepreneurship is like staring into an abyss, which is like an empty area that you can't see the horizon,
Right.
eating glass. And then the more successful you get, the more glass you have to eat. And I think a lot of people think it's the opposite.
Yeah, I realized that as the more money we make, the more problems and headache and harder it gets. But the money is coming, but at the same time, the bigger the problems are getting. So it's like, all right, here's the money, but we're learning to deal with how to overcome obstacles and roadblocks.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit of a psychopath, a little bit, because I love it. Like, I don't like BS and anything else besides life and business. Like, I love the bullshit of going through all the bullshit, even though it's part of the game. Like, even though to other people might just seem like I'm not enjoying it. Like, I don't need to be like my joy comes from being more successful and getting through shit. That's what I find joy in. Not like I like going on my little retreats and going to Bora Bora and going on Croatia and going to cool places, but like that's not what my life is about. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And so, what do you recommend to somebody who is ready for learning more about what we do and possibly joining us?
Go read Becoming Your Own Banker. And if it doesn't resonate with you at all, don't call us. And if it does a little bit, call us. If you don't care about infinite banking and you're just here because you're like, oh, these guys are making money and I want to make money, it's not going to get you far.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, this concludes our episode, and thank you for watching. If you want to learn more about working with us, go to our website or tag us on Instagram, send us a message as well, and stay tuned for the next episode next week. Thank you for watching The Waxman Show.
Thank you.